We're ready now for the start of the men's 1500 meter freestyle, and we'll set the lanes for you. In lane number 1 from Bangor is Jack McMillan. In lane number 2 from Limerick, Ethan O'Brien. Lane number 1, Ethan O'Brien. And lane number 2 from the NCSA, United States, Gavin Springer. Lane 3 from the USA, Colin Murphy. Lane 4 from the USA, that's Matthew Hirschberger. Blake Masaga in lane number 5 from the USA. In lane number 6, representing Aer Lingus, Andrew Megan. Lane 7 is Brendan Gibbons from Athlone. Lane 8, Morgan Berryman from Belfast. And right out the field in lane number 9 is Finn McGeever from Limerick. 30 links of the pool freestyle. And they're on the blocks. So this is a timed final event. Earlier today, we had just one heat of the 1500. I guess you call it the slower heat, but it was a pretty fast heat. We had 3 swimmers in it, and the fastest swim was by Josh McDonald from the United States, 15:50.92. He took 4 seconds off his seed time. And so dominant was Josh that he lapped the other 2 swimmers in the heat. And right now, that's Matthew Hirschberger taking out the lead there. These swimmers from the United States were picked for the team from the NCSA Junior Nationals last March. If you remember Matthew's 1500 freestyle, he went 15:19 for a lifetime best. I talked to Matthew before the session tonight, and he said he wants to go even faster, so we'll see how that goes. Running second right now in lane number 6 is Andrew Megan from Aer Lingus. Matthew Hirschberger at 200 meters, 2:01.27. So Hirschberger already one of the top 18 and under swimmers in the United States. Looking to be one of the top overall swimmers in the U.S. as we get ready for, we're about 15 months from the Olympic trials. So as you remember, Matthew had a very, very good meet at the NCSA Junior National, set a couple of national age group records in the short course yards, 500 and the 1,000. Those records were set by Jeff Kostoff more than 30 years ago. Running second and third, as you see there in lanes number 6 and 7. Lane 6, Andrew Megan. Lane 7, Brendan Gibbons. Trying to move up on the pack there in lane number 1, that's Ethan O'Brien from Limerick, and 2 from the United States, Gavin Springer. Matthew Hirschberger all by himself as we approach 400 meters. His open 400 meter split, 4:05.84. Brendan Gibbons in 7, trying to separate himself. Get comfortably in 2nd, but Gavin Springer making a move there in lane number 2. In lane 0 at the bottom of the screen, lane 9 at the top of the screen. We're using 10 lanes for this competition. Usually in World Championship and Olympic competitions, the pool will be 10 lanes wide, 25 meters wide, but they will not use the outside 2 lanes. In this case, they are. Give 4 swimmers the opportunity to swim. As you'll see later on in the finals and semifinals, they will the top 20 swimmers from prelims get to return to swim again, as opposed to 16 in a normal instance. Matthew Hirschberger is still very, very strong here. So you see Brendan Gibbons up there at lane number 7, still holding on to 2nd, and Gavin Springer moving into 3rd. Here's Hirschberger, just a nice steady tempo. (6:10.32) at the 600. I don't think Matthew's on pace to go fast as a lifetime best today, but he's still just so much in command of this swim. I don't think he can be caught. So he has about a 10-meter lead over Brendan Gibbons in lane number 7. You can see Gavin Springer now coming into the screen in lane number 2. He's a body length behind Brendan Gibbons. We've got 800 meters left to swim here. So Hirschberger holding about 101 high here. (7:43.52) for Matthew Hirschberger at the halfway point, 750 meters. So if he were to even split his race, which means his second half of the race is as fast as his first half, then he would get a lifetime best. If he came back at 7:46 or 7:45, he would get a lifetime best. We'll see how it turns out. Hirschberger now with a 15-meter lead over Brendan Gibbons in lane number 7. So here we come with Matthew Hirschberger to 900 meters. 9:16.77. Let's take a look at this race here for second. We got Brendan Gibbons in 7, turning there at 900, and then Gavin Springer just a little less than a second behind him. So Gavin comes in here with a 15:44.61 as a seed time. Not exactly sure if that's a lifetime best time, but I would believe it is. And then Brendan Gibbons 15:55.85. So I believe both of them could be on pace here for best time. And they're both giving each other a great race. You see Gavin Springer's just inching up on him just a teeny bit with each 100. And you see Matthew Hirschberger passing them by on going in the other direction. Got less than 475 meters left. Matthew Hirschberger coming up to the 1,100 meter mark. He's doing very well. I don't think Matthew put in a full rest for this meet. He's at 11:20.81. So to come close to your best time when he's probably not extremely rested for 1,500 freestyle is very good. And we'll see Gavin Springer and Brendan Gibbons coming into the screen there, still having a great battle for second. They're running in fourth right now. Lane number 5, Blake Mosca. Matthew Hirschberger has 300 yards remaining. He's at 12:23.39, so his 100 splits have fallen off to about 102 low, 102 high. As you would expect it to do when you're still in the throes of hard training. I'm sure Matthew's going to put together something really great at the end of the summer for the championship meet. A lot of these swimmers from the United States are not putting in a full taper. Some of them are and getting lifetime best. Maybe not a full taper, but getting a good deal of rest and shaving. I've already gotten lifetime best in the prelims. And we'll likely continue that. .200 meters to go for Matthew Hirschberger, 13:25.57. He's getting back into the 10, or almost getting back into the 101s. Coming into frame shortly will be the battle for second between Brendan Gibbons in 7, Gavin Springer in 2. Brendan's responded a little bit more. He's still holding on to that body length lead. Gavin tried to catch him. Wasn't very successful. And the bell is about to ring for Matthew Hirschberger. .100 meters remaining. As you can see there, we focus a little bit on the second place battle. Brendan Gibbons still ahead by about a second and a half. 50 meters to go now for Matthew Hirschberger to win this 1500 freestyle. Matthew Hirschberger wins the 1500, 15:29.08. And we got to look at this battle here for second. Gavin Springer's making a late charge. Is he going to catch Brendan Gibbons? He will. Great sprint at the end for Gavin Springer to get second, 15:50.90. Then Brendan Gibbons, 15:51.34. Gavin Springer turned on those jets at the very end. And that's better than the seed time for Brendan Gibbons. A 1-2 finish for the USA in the first event here at the Irish Open, the 1500 freestyle. Got three more athletes still here to finish. And up here in lane 0, that's Jack McMillan. 16:42.28 for him. And then lane 6, Andrew Megan, 16:44.63. Rounding out the competition up there in lane number 9, Ben McGeever from Limerick. And Fenn finishes up 17:20.82. Congratulations to the first heat of the men's 1500 freestyle.